Welcome back. Today in this class we are going to discuss about type conversion in Java. So as you all know, the data types in Java are of two types, isn't it? That is primitive and non-primitive data type. So this primitive data type consists of 8 data types. So all of you know the different types of primitive data types. So in this section we are going to study about type conversion in Java. Type conversion means suppose a particular variable of a data type is given in your question. You can easily convert that data type to another data type. So in this section we are going to study what are the different methods of data conversions are there and how we can convert the data type of one variable to another. So before that we are going to study about arithmetic expression in Java. So as you all know, the expression in Java is a combination of variables, operators and constant. So this is an expression a plus b into c minus 4. Here a, b and c, these are variables, plus and star are operator, then 4 is the constant. So this is a expression. Dear students, so the arithmetic expressions are of two types, pure arithmetic expression and impure arithmetic expression. This impure arithmetic expression is also known as mixed arithmetic expression. So let's see what a pure arithmetic expression is. That is, if all the variables we declared has same data type, then we can say it is a pure arithmetic expression. So here you consider this expression a plus b into c minus 4. Here just consider here a, b and c are the variables. Suppose the data type of all these variables are of integer type, then we can say this is a pure arithmetic expression. If the variables we declared in an expression have different data type, then it is impure arithmetic expression or mixed arithmetic expression. That is, consider this expression. Suppose just consider here a is of integer type, b and c are of float type. So here we have used two different data types in the same expression. Then this expression is known as impure or mixed arithmetic expression. So let's study about type conversion. It's a technique of converting a variable from one data type to another, that is known as type conversion. For example, just consider this example. Then 4 and 2.5 are added. So all of you know that 4 is of integer type and 2.5 is a decimal number or real number. When these two numbers are added, automatically the result will be 6.5. That is, automatically the integer number also converted to its higher type, the result will be of higher type. So this is known as type conversion. That is, in type conversion or data conversion, a variable from small data type can be easily converted to a higher data type. That is not a problem. That is, we can occupy a small thing in a large space. That is very easy. But we can't occupy a large thing in a small space. That is not an easy task. So the same theory we are using in the type conversion technique. Clear? That is, we can easily convert, or it can be automatically, that is we can automatically convert, that is an automatic process. That is, small data type can be easily converted to higher data type. There is a technique that is automatically done. This type of conversion is known as implicit conversion. That is, without the intervention of programmer. Suppose if you want to convert a larger data type to smaller data type. So in order to convert that, we must require the help of the programmer. That is, we want to specify the data type inside bracket. That is known as explicit conversion. Clear? So here in explicit conversion, we require the help of the programmer. Programmer should intervene in that particular process. Clear? So this is about type conversion. Let's see type conversion in detail. I hope it's clear for you. That is, we can easily convert a variable from small data type to higher data type. That's easy task. And also it be converted automatically in the program, as you see in the example itself. But a variable of higher data type is not be easily done, or it can't be converted to smaller data type without the intervention of programmer. By the intervention of programmer, it can be done easily. That is higher data type to smaller data type. Then that technique is known as explicit conversion. So let's see the definition of all these things. So type conversion, this is very important. Type conversion in Java are of two types: implicit conversion and explicit conversion. So let's see what is an implicit conversion. The resultant of a mixed expression is obtained in the highermost data type of the variable without any intervention of user. That is known as implicit conversion. That is, we can easily convert a smaller data type to higher data type. That is automatically done without the intervention of programmer or user. That is, for example, just consider here. That is int a, float b and float c. These are the data types of the variables a, b and c. A of integer type, b of float type and c of float type. And here is the expression c equal a plus b. So as you all know, integer data type and float data type. That is, since this is very important, that is, since integer data types have memory consumption of 4 bytes and float also have 4 bytes. Since both of them have same memory consumption, that is byte consumption, then you will think how a smaller data type will be converted to higher data type. So automatically you can think that, suppose just consider 4 plus 2.5. Here 4 act as integer type and 2.5 act as a float type. Automatically what happens? The result will be converted to float type. This is what here happens. So c equal a plus b. The result will be a float type. So this is done automatically without the intervention of program. This type of conversion is known as implicit conversion. So let's say what is explicit conversion. The data gets converted to a type as per user's choice and requirement. This is known as explicit conversion. Just consider this: int a, float b and double c. Okay, all of you know that this integer data type have byte consumption of 4 bytes, then float of 4 bytes and double of 8 type. Suppose if we want to, and our expression is like this: b equal a star c. So that is the thing we want to find. So all of you know that a is of integer type and c is of double type. Automatically you think that what happens? The data will be converted to higher type, double type. But here we want the data type of float type. We want the result of float type. So what we want to do? Before the result expression, you have to write float to which data type we want to convert. That should be written and it should be put in bracket before the expression. So this is done by the user for his own requirement. So this type of conversion is known as explicit conversion. So when we are seeing an expression, you can easily say that which is explicit, which is implicit. Here you can see that it's a implicit conversion. Here there is nothing or no data type declared inside bracket. So it is a implicit conversion. But in the second case, here you can see that in this example, here you can see that here float, the data type float is declared inside bracket. So this is done by the programmer. So this is a explicit conversion. So it's very easy. When you see an expression, you can easily say which is implicit, which is explicit. Suppose if a data type is declared inside bracket, you can easily say that it's a explicit conversion. It's of implicit. So this is very important. So let's see some questions that will be asked for your board exam. Okay, I hope this is clear for you. So let's see the question. So state the values of n and ch. Here this is the question. Char c equal in single quotes a. Then after that semicolon. Then next line int n equals c plus 1. Semicolon. Char c equal char of n. So this is the question, and here you want to find the value of n and ch. So here in the question it's given that the variable c is of character type and the value we assign to the variable c is a. So in the next line they have given that int n equals c plus 1. That is, the variable n is of integer type and the value we was assigned to this variable n equals c plus 1. By using the assignment operator, we assign the value to n. So what is the value you assign to n? C plus 1. So what is the value of c? It's a. But it is a c is of character type. So here it is easily you can say what is the value of n. So in order to do this type of program, you should be aware of the memory consumption of each data type. So as you all know, character has 2 bytes and integer of 4 bytes. So among this, which one is higher type? Integer. So character, here's the variable c is of character type. Automatically this character variable will be converted to integer type. But here you can see that value assigned to the variable c is a. So in order to do this type of programs, that is, you want to convert this letter to its corresponding ASCII value. So you should be aware of the ASCII value. So we have already studied about the ASCII value in your previous classes, isn't it? So the ASCII code is like that. From capital A to Z, the value ranges from 65 to 90. Then small letter A to Z, the value ranges from 97 to 122. So you should be aware of this thing. When this type of question will be asked, you people should be aware of the ASCII code of the characters for both capital letter and small letter. Okay. So here, what is the value assigned to the variable c? It is a. So in the table you can see that the value, ASCII value of a is 65. Isn't it? So 65, here we are taking the value 65. Why? Because since it is of character type, automatically it will be converted to integer type. So because of that we are taking the ASCII value. Okay, I hope it's clear for you. So here you can write that is n equal, that is, what is the ASCII value of not c? What is the value assigned to c? Variable c is a. So you have to take that value a, then 65 right over here, that is c plus 1. That is the expression, isn't it? So you have to write 65. What is the value in c? Say ASCII value of a is 65 plus 1, that is 66. So the value of n will be, we find the value of n. Then what is the next thing we want to find? Value of ch also. Here they have given that ch, the variable ch is of character type. Clear? So what is the value assigned to the variable ch? It is n. So all of you know that n is of integer type. So among this, since n is a integer type, we want the result in character type. So what we want to do here? We want to explicitly convert integer to character. So you want to specify the character data type over here. So here we are writing char. That is, the value in n will be automatically converted to its character value. So what is the value in n? That we know that it's 66. So it should be converted to character. So what is the value for ASCII value is 66. What is its corresponding letter? It's B. So CH equal B. So this is the thing. So this type of question will be asked for your exam. So in this expression you can clearly say that this particular line is explicit conversion, and this is implicit conversion, this is explicit conversion. Just consider another example. State the value of n and ch. Char c equal j. Int n equals c plus 5. Char ch equals char of n. So what is the value assigned to the variable c? It is j, and c is of character type. So what is the next thing? We want to find the value of n. So how we will find the value? Here they have given the expression n equals c plus 5, isn't it? So that you have to write n equal c plus 5. First you write that. So what is the value in c? It's j, isn't it? Since j is of character type, and what is the resultant thing? It is of integer type. Automatically j will be converted to, that is character will be converted to integer type. So for that you have to go through the ASCII code. So what is the equivalent ASCII code of j? It is 74. 74 plus 5. What is the result? 79. So go through that page, you will get the result of this. Then what is the next thing we want to do? We want to find the value of ch. So they have given that ch equal char of n. That is, what is the value in n? It is 79. 79 has to be converted to its character value, and it is to be stored in the variable ch. So go through the, as that is, here you can see that 79, the letter stored in it is 0. So the answer is, here you have to write 0 in single quotes. I hope this is clear for you. So this is very, very important question as for your board exam. So work out this type of questions by taking some examples, then it will be more clearer for you. I hope it's clear for you people. So let's see this question. What are the types of casting shown in the following example? Double x equal 15.2, int a equal 12. Here you can see that they have declared two variables, x and a. X of double type, double means it's a large, it consumes larger decimal value, 15.2. Then int a equal 12, a of integer type, and the value assigned to the variable a is 12. So what is the first thing? What is the thing we want to do? We want to, in this expression, we want to find what type of conversion we have used in this statement. Int y equal int of x. This is the first statement. Next one is long b equal a. So clearly you can say that in the first statement, what type of expression we have used? It is explicit conversion. It is explicit conversion. So in the second line, long b equal a. So what is the type of a? It's integer. That is, a is assigned to b. B of which data type? Long. That is, integer type is converted to long type. That is, smaller data type to higher data type. That is, integer of 4 bytes and long of 8 bytes. So what type of conversion is that? It is implicit conversion. It is done automatically. Implicit. I hope this is clear for you. So this is very, very important, and it's very easy to. So by looking at the expression itself, we can say what type of conversion we have used in that statement. So if the data type is given in brackets here in this statement, since the data type is given inside the bracket, you can easily say that it is explicit. The second one is implicit conversion. So here are some questions. So you people have to do this question as an assignment. and find out the answer for this question. So first question is, what are the types of casting shown by the following example? So the first question is char c equal char of 120, then int h equal t. Next question, state the value of n and ch. Char c equals small j. The value assigned here to c is small j. Int n equals c plus 7. Char ch equal char of n. Next question, char c equal capital T. Int n equals c minus 8. Char ch equal char of n. So in order to do this type of question, you people should be aware of the type conversion techniques used in Java, and you should be aware of the ASCII codes. So while asking this type of questions, you should write the ASCII code of the alphabets on the side of the paper. Don't do all these things by guesswork. So I hope this is clear for you. So we will continue with a new topic in the next class. Thank you.